That's it, they're recording.
Cool.
Awesome. And then we'll record this as well, man. Yeah, I bought like 3 of them today. They were on sale.
these?
Yeah, $40 on sale. I bought 3 of them.
Beast.
Fucking
Oh man.
fucking. Wait. Fucking. Well,
Here we go again.
it's fucking 1984 if I don't fucking know it. Oh, fucking.
Go for it then.
Watching WWE Raw this week, seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin G up literally the fucking stands, the fucking seats. I don't know what the fuck I was watching. Jesus fuck, that was bad. Like, wrestling has run out of ideas. It was literally first 20 minutes of like the commentators talking about what's going to happen tonight. Then it's just like 1 hour straight, aired WWE Royal Rumble, just aired it. And then it was like Edge talking to like the microphone being like, Randy. And like you could tell he was just like making shit up. It was like, Randy, WrestleMania, last man standing, it was so fucking bad. And like,
It must have been really forced, right?
it was forced. And you can tell Stone Cold just did not want to be there. It was awkward. And it was
No
just
crowd.
like, no crowd. It's like,
crowd.
316 day. Give me a hell yeah. And then like, it was just, oh, it was so bad. It was so...
Surely the show would have had that very quiet background noise to it. And it just would have lost its flow, right?
It's lost its flow.
How did they create flow without having an audience? Like, did they have music? Did they have
Yeah,
something
it's
in the
weird though,
background?
because like...
Because it's just talk, like it's most of it's talking and the fill-in from the audience
Yeah.
is what creates the
Yeah.
flow. So how the fuck do they do without that?
It doesn't matter. They talk to the microphone, and then like it's weird because when they wrestle, usually a lot of wrestlers, and John Cena's notorious for it, where they'll yell out, roll. We're gonna, they'll be like, together. They'll be like, we're gonna roll. Then you're gonna clothesline me.
Yeah.
They'll say codes, but now you can hear it.
Yeah.
So you watch it, and they're like,
Oh,
get
because
ready.
they're
bang.
saying their
Yeah.
they're saying their moves.
Because I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck, I can hear it. I know what's gonna happen now. And then like, it's so weird and it's so depressing. And WrestleMania 36 this year is gonna be, they're split into 2 parts, and it's no crowd from the Performance Center and all the rest of AEW, TNA. They're all no crowds, and it's fucking, it's weird, man. Even the NRL as well. I'm pretty sure it's a bit of a
NRL's the same,
that was bad.
and it's completely lost its atmosphere. That's what I heard. I mean, the reserve grade NRL players are probably used to it.
Yeah.
They're like, we played on a footy pitch.
Yeah.
But
Pretty sure they cancelled it. I know they postponed the AFL today.
yeah, they postponed the AFL. Surely NRL will follow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the way it's going.
Like an hour.
Yeah, and it's just out of the blue. Like, the Premier came out like 2 hours ago saying, oh yeah, in the next 48 hours we're just going to lock down everything non-essential in New South Wales.
I wonder if
That's a big call.
do you reckon people are going to rebel? Like riots on the street and shit? Because I know in America gun sales are going up.
Mm.
Like
Would they, given the cases are comparative to the world, are actually quite low in Australia?
yeah, they are. They're, I think we're.
However, people are still quite concerned, so maybe in a lot of people's minds it's actually justified, those measures.
Yeah, that's
Think
why.
about all the people
Yes.
going against all the people at Bondi Beach.
Yeah, that scared me. I'm like, they're like, you look at these irresponsible people. I'm like, they're outside in the sun getting vitamin D. I don't understand what's irresponsible about being outside.
Yeah.
And so, that's what scares me the most. That people are willingly giving up the freedom for a threat that isn't, well, it's not lethal. And people are wasting times in hospital. It's destroying the healthcare system. People are freaking out.
That's the thing. It can be lethal.
Yeah.
Look at Italy. It depends on the situation. I think providing blanket statements
Yes.
on the virus is dangerous.
Yes, it is. Because we're not medical
Look-
professionals.
Look at Trinidad and Tobago. I think they're one of the very few countries that don't even have a case.
Where?
Trinidad and Tobago. Like these
Where is that? Where is that?
Random African countries.
In Africa?
Yeah. Don't even have a case. So there's really...
Wait, really? In Africa?
Yeah.
That's odd.
Yeah, so... I mean, at the moment, the worst players are the US. I think it's got over 27,000.
Yeah, I think South Korea
Italy,
as well.
Germany. It's European countries
Yeah.
in North America.
Yeah.
China
And South Korea as well, isn't it?
and South Korea, yeah.
It's weird though. I sort of understand. I sort of get why people think why. I sort of get why the yeah, I guess it's contagious, but I don't know, man. It's just baffling and odd that this came out of fucking nowhere, and I don't know if people are overreacting or not. Like, my nurses that I train told me it's an overreaction. And other people say it's not an overreaction. I don't want to fucking believe anymore.
Oh yeah, it's definitely very divided, but
Yeah.
can you blame people not overreacting over something that leads to death?
True, but the common flu to this day still kills more people than this coronavirus.
Not in Italy.
Oh really?
8%. It's in Italy. It's
8% dead.
Yeah. If you said that for Australia,
Yeah.
you'd be right.
Okay. But then Italy doesn't have access. They have free healthcare, like socialized healthcare, but the actual healthcare systems are not good.
Yeah, but the Italy thing, that's kind of disturbing. Though.
It is
How
very,
they had
yeah.
a fucking very, very rapid increase.
Why
And
Italy?
so many deaths,
Yeah.
like thousands of deaths as well.
I know.
I mean, the whole origins of this thing baffles me as well. Apparently, it passed on from a bat to another animal called a pangolin, or I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
It looks like a salamander.
Yeah.
It looks like a Pokemon. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember the name.
Yeah.
Sandshrew or something.
Yeah.
And then that got passed on to a human
Okay.
via their wet markets. That's how their wet markets sell wild animals from around the world, and people handle them.
Yeah, I know
and
that.
sell
Wuhan.
them to.
Yeah, Wuhan. I know that.
Well, that's just one of them. They're all over Asia as well.
Yeah, they're all over in China. I saw it in Shanghai. I went to one in Shanghai. I saw it, but it's
So after SARS, the government actually introduced they strengthened their wild animal or wet market ban.
yeah.
Then a year later, they actually softened it. Does anyone know this? So there's hundreds of markets like this around China, around Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
They're still running. They sell like, I don't know, Siberian or like
Yeah,
African
they sell like
cats.
dogs. Yeah,
just
dogs and
weird,
shit.
just
Yes,
like-
weird shit.
Just wild animals
And
that
they just cut them up.
carry these
Yeah.
diseases.
Yeah.
They cut them up and they
And
handle.
People,
Yeah.
it's probably what are they gonna eat?
Yeah.
Think about it. If you're in China, you got no money, and you're just like, all right, you can die if you eat a dog, and you might die if you eat a dog, you might not. It's like fuck it, take a gamble, eat a dog. What are you gonna do?
Well, that's right. Yeah.
Fuck, man, the shit like that scares me. But then again, what I reckon, thing is, all this shit going on, the way it's dividing people as well. That's what's pissing me off. It's dividing people. People getting angry, like, oh, these facts are wrong, these facts are right, fucking this, that, and they're fighting. But this to me seems like a great bioweapon, bro. Like, think
it's
about
a
it.
perfect bioweapon.
Dude, it's the perfect. This is biowarfare.
It has to be.
It has to be a bioweapon. Even Trump said we were fighting a hidden enemy. He goes, well, fighting a hidden enemy. I'm like,
Yeah. Okay. No shit. But this virus is having such a great impact. Surely someone designed this.
must be, man. It can't be just by accident,
Have
man.
you heard about the Bill Gates TED talk that happened 4 years ago?
Yeah, I know about that. Dude, I
That's-
told you. I said that ages
Yeah,
ago.
here we go.
Alright. But up in Africa, so there's no cases. That's where isn't that where Bill Gates has his organization in Africa? I swear, he's somewhere in, like
Yeah. I think a lot of his work is.
yeah, he's in Africa, and there's no cases in Africa.
Zero.
What the fuck?
In the whole context, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Have you
no,
checked it?
I haven't. That's what you said. The two
I'm
countries.
saying there's some
yeah,
countries
there's some places.
in Africa that that don't have any cases. Yeah.
It's weird. And like, the Bill Gates one, the Reddit AMA did, that was fucking weird. When he slid that ID 2020 thing, I'm like, what the fuck?
No, but the fact
What
that
the
Bill
fuck?
Gates in that TED talk came out, the whole crowd, to TED talk and said, this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But he didn't explain what was gonna lead to that. Did you notice that?
What do you mean?
In the talk?
What do you mean?
I don't think he explained how this infection would actually rise, how it would spread. And
No, he didn't. He just said it would like essentially occur. Have you seen
Doesn't that sound a bit weird? If you're going to
Yeah.
come out to a massive
Event 201?
event
Yeah.
and make a claim like that with no like basis, that's sus, man.
Did you read about I think it was Summit or Event 201 by the Bill Gates and Berkeley Foundation? So that was in October 2019, where they got a whole bunch of leading economists, to
Economist.
sorry.
Come on, though,
Oh, fuck you, Michael. But
that one's for you, Mike.
But what's it called? They got like these leading economists, and then basically what they did was they told them to prepare like an emergency plan for a mass pandemic originating from China of the corona strain in October 2019.
Right.
I remember reading that when I was in China and like being like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen. And like, yeah, it's happened.
When did that? When was that
October
released?
2019. October of 2019.
Who released that?
I think it was the Berkeley Foundation. You can look it up. It's the Berkeley Foundation / Bill Gates
Right,
something.
okay.
Something funded Bill Gates, Berkeley, famous economist. Fuck, I can't say the word. But yeah, that was their goal, to design a plan to see what would happen, and they pretty much said that it's inevitable. It's probably going to come from China, probably of the corona strain, and it's going to fuck up the world. It's going to cause into like a lot of people will die, a lot of people lose their jobs, economic depression, etc., etc. And it's happening. It's fucking weird, man. Same Bill Gates again, and now Bill Gates wants to fucking like chip everyone. Now it's going to be fucking weird. Now, dude, now I'm so like it's fucking with my mental health.
Weird, yes.
It's really fucking my mental health because, fuck, like this time last year, I was working in the gym, we were just fucking around. Then, this time 2 months ago, we were traveling.
You were traveling, having good fun, and you were traveling even longer.
4 months, good.
So
4 months.
you would have like your touch with reality, and Australian life would have been.
It's completely different. I'm not at home anymore. This isn't. It's like I ended up like a fucking like I wanted
You're
to
still
fight.
not at home.
It's like I went through over the Bermuda Triangle and like some whoop. It's like you're fucked now. Like at the end times, it's like there's like a multiverse of parallel universes and like.
But what would you do if you came a few weeks later and you had to stay in isolation? Think about.
I was just a hack it. I just a hack it. Nothing can
Would
fucking
you sort of run to the park down the road and?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm gonna do now. If they close the gym, we're all fucked. Like everything. I mean, the fact that the government announced a stimulus package, I'm gonna be fucking all welfare. Like I went from earning top dollar to now I'm on welfare. So it's like, alright, I'm gonna come back first week, we killed it, and then overnight. Well, welfare sounds good now. Just like that, overnight, bang.
Yeah.
You would just like cancel, Corona, cancel gym membership, parents let me train. And I'm like, well, like what the fuck? And then it's out of our control, and nothing you can do. The gym's membership swipes go down 50%. And you're like, peak hour on Tuesday, 5 p.m, one person in the gym. It's my client. And they're just like, and now they're closing gyms.
And you know I was looking to get a house as well.
Oh.
Find a house. Mate, that plan is completely shot out.
Yeah, shot out the window.
That's shot out the window.
All my plans shot out the window. I was the one.
Oh, Peter, come check out this house. Oh, no one can go out of their homes.
Fuck, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, the thing about it all, fuck with our heads. It's being stuck at home. What are you going to do?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like,
what
can I actually do my job? Can my company run, or not my company, the company I work for, run with under a lockdown? Like, yes, we have these laptops and Microsoft Teams and Skype and all that stuff. And yes, we're consultants. We can do a lot of laptop work, but non-essential businesses are locked down. How's that going to work? Like, I don't understand.
The actual details that we put in place first.
Yeah.
There's no, like, we don't understand what a lockdown is. Like, what is all this lockdown? Can they go outside? I think they've got.
I don't think they could. I mean, they brought in the military. They just recently brought in the military to enforce that. The military.
Oh, it's martial law. That's fuck, man. Because that's.
And I think that's going to lead us into one of the topics we want to talk about, which is Project Blue Beam.
Project Blue Beam.
Now.
I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen.
I went down a rabbit hole, so let me just babble on about roughly what I read in like the 2 hours. 2 hours I spent last night.
Explain. I know Project Blue Beam back on mine.
So I think there was this Canadian guy called Sergio in 1994 that wrote a paper on this thing called Project Blue Beam. He wrote an essay or something, and he basically said there are 4 steps by NASA, planned 4 steps by NASA, in order to create a new world order. I don't remember what the steps are, but basically some of them are like a large hologram in the sky, eradication of all religions.
Yep.
And finally, one of the last steps, I don't know the third step. The last step is basically to create a major event to divide people, to essentially enslave people, give them no choice, enslave them to this new world order.
Yeah.
The religion one, which is actually one of the first few steps, is actually really interesting, because take China for example, which is largely atheist. The world seems to be maneuvering towards more of an atheist society.
Yes.
Religion is meaning less and less every day.
Yes.
And in saying that, when you think about it, people that are atheists are probably going to believe anything.
Yep.
Now I use anything loosely,
yes,
because it depends on the person,
yes,
and all that. But they could fall for something because they're not tied by the logical structures of the religion, or of a religion.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
I know it is. So
I've never thought of atheism being that dangerous.
Yep.
That's never occurred to me until yesterday.
Because if you have no beliefs, what do you stand for? Like, what do you do every day if you don't
Yes.
believe in anything? Like, I believe in my job, my preaching, my thing shit. I preach about in my job.
Yes.
I believe in it highly. I practice it. But if you don't believe in anything, and well, you're gonna look for someone to believe in.
Yes.
Either your politicians,
Big Brother.
Big Brother, whatever they tell you to do.
Which I'm reading in 1984,
Oh.
which seems to be the.
It's like, oh god.
So now I pose this question to you, though: are religions actually gonna save us? Are they gonna be our savior from a new world order?
I don't know, because I've been thinking about that, because a lot of times, like religions, if you look at the history of like most religions, they kind of like copy and mirror each other in certain senses. Like there's a savior, there's like a virgin child, there's an eternal paradise, etc., etc. So whether that actually exists when we die, whether or not this is actually part of Project Bluebeam or part of to create a new world order, to create some apocalyptic event, because it's in the Bible as well. They say the world will come as one.
Is this in Revelation?
Yeah, Revelation is
Sure.
the mark of the chip. Pretty sure if it's 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, there's a massive plague. But then again, is this not occurred before in history? Like 1918 Spanish flu, the end of World War I, essentially the Great Depression, the mark of the Jews in Nazi Germany, World War II. So it's either we're doing the same thing, and it's just history repeating itself, but this is just like more advanced version, or it's the end of the world. That's the beginning of the end.
Yeah, but is history repeating itself for a reason in order to try and force this new world order?
Díganos. Por favor, Samantha, oye, échame tu camera. Oh, you did
sorry.
Pequeñito.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good read, Karen.
Oh, it's okay. That's it. No.
That means my boy's the head of the
Yeah,
new
his
world
head
order.
just can't
He's trying to block communications.
Walk logic. Just leave it. But we'll do it. Yeah, when it's the end of the world, not bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's.
Could the Great Depression, the World Wars,
Yeah.
1 and 2, the Cold War, War and Terror, coronavirus,
Yeah.
all other viruses, could they all be methods to create this new world order and
Possibly,
have just failed or are either not failed but getting us closer?
I don't know, man. I reckon it is. Look, it's.
Because think about it, a new world order isn't going to make itself in a day.
No, it's not.
It's going to take time.
I mean, George Bush changed that. He was in the 90s. He wants to build a new world order. There's a video of him saying, famous video of him going out the speech, him saying it.
And when you have a whole historical timeline of these events, eventually it's probably gonna work out right.
It's true.
Because history can be used to history could be used to create a new world order.
Yeah, it easily can. Because I mean, I think the euro. That was one of the arguments against the euro. They don't want a whole like centralized currency. They want to be able to competition. Competition good for the market. But the euro is falling.
Yeah.
Same with what do you call it? That's the whole idea that in the future, my opinion is that everyone's like losing their money, bank runs are occurring. That this is my opinion of the whole coronavirus. I reckon it will lead to a one-world currency. This is like the trigger point, because the Australian economy is essentially collapsing, like very quickly. Like maybe because it's just my job and I'm copping it like hard, and it's fucking scary to see all my friends jobless. We're all fucked. Maybe just me, because I know obviously a lot of our. You work in corporate, a lot of my corporate mates, they're fine. But I think maybe it's just my worldview's being manipulated, because it's scary, man. Like, you just gone, that's it. So whether or not that's going to occur, it's going to cafes, to businesses, to restaurants, to pubs. And now I've gone from this to welfare. It's just like, fuck. Like, what's the, like, that for me is scary. That for me, I can see the whole idea that stock market crashes and eventually there'll be a one-world currency. But for that to occur, you need certain other steps to be in play. But then again, that leads back to Project Bluebeam.
It does.
It does. Everything's back. Project Bluebeam is one of the weird ones, man. Because same with that Majestic 12. Majestic 12. Majestic 12. It's not scary one.
Well, Project Bluebeam to me, it's actually quite general, the way the steps are written.
Yeah, it's very general.
It's very general, so it's not like there's no moment that you're waiting for or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's not that specific, so I guess it's open to interpretation.
It is very open to interpretation. It's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
So, you really, it's not true. It's a theory. That's the universe. It's a conspiracy theory. So whether it's true or not, I mean, and NASA said the 2 asteroids are meant to collide over Earth, like tonight or tomorrow or yesterday. And in Pennsylvania, I think it was Pennsylvania, somewhere in America. I was on a conspiracy board. There was a Facebook group, and I was like, all these like bright flashes in the sky, and then military just came there and just shut everything up. So You know what's going to happen? Maybe it's a fake alien invasion. They're talking about Project Bluebeam. I mean, this shit's not getting any better.
Maybe something's going to happen on April 4th.
Why?
1984. You know the book?
Yeah.
The main character opens his diary and writes April 4th, 1984. That's a very significant day in the book.
Oh, it's my brother's fucking Rexy, mate.
A little bit more.
Oh, fuck, you're dead.
Oh, what an entrance, mate.
What an entrance, mate.
We should have them his brother. Special guest.
Special guest. Oh shit! Well, the brothers, I think, like making sure no one. But the thing about it, if the lockdown does happen, theft's gonna go up. Like people are gonna be stealing
Yes,
shit.
yes.
I'm scared.
No one's going to care about fitness.
No one's gonna fuck. It's like survival now. That's probably why my brother put in his car here, to be honest. So he doesn't know
His
like.
car, them.
Yeah, it doesn't get.
Them his brother's cars in lockdown as well.
stolen, but yeah, like fuck me. What are, like it still baffles me as to why this has occurred so quickly. It's just bang out of nowhere. Because again, Project Bluebeam does make sense, and the whole idea that this is the first step into creating that society. But then again, the whole hologram theory is a bit weird. But they say because that comes to the like kind of the flat Earth theorists. They say that the sky's fake and space is fake. But
Yeah.
like
The question is NASA actually behind it? Is another entity behind it, or is it just inevitable?
yes, that's the one that always goes. But this shit is
Because
just
the thing about
inevitable.
conspiracies that I'm very skeptical of, they sometimes point at certain people
Yep.
or group or some secret groups
Yep.
or whatever.
Yep.
But you know what? Sometimes I think to myself,
This is human nature.
is it just human nature?
Yeah.
Is it just a domino effect of one powerful figure's thinking,
Yeah.
and then that just sort of dominoes and
It could
spreads?
be. It could be. That's very very true because war is happened. When the fuck has been like point in human history? There's no war. Like never. Like people are like, World War III won't happen. Come on, man. You serious?
Well, you know, North Korea were testing two
Yeah, the
two
two missiles.
missiles
Yeah.
a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it's
No,
nothing to worry about.
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry about it. It's just two missiles.
Yeah.
But
The world's in a pandemic, and North Korea's the time to
Yeah.
just test some missile.
yeah, and the military is just coming into America. Don't worry about it. And Hong Kong protests almost took down China. But yeah, it's just virus now, and just everyone shut the fuck everyone up. But I don't know, nothing to worry about. Nothing to me going and walking around Shanghai, see the military fucking everywhere, and like guns, people with SMGs. I'm like, it's a Friday night, relax. But no, nothing to worry about. Just the military is China being China. So yeah, I don't know, man. But do you reckon, honestly, predictions?
Alright.
There'll be a world war by the end of the year. Do you reckon? I don't want it to be fucking true.
If you'd asked me last year, I would have said nah. We're like 5, 10, 20.
Bro, last year we were planning on working overseas. That's not happening. That's not fucking happening. I was planning to go back to Japan for the year.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't think that's
too.
happening.
Mate, I reckon tourism is going to shoot out the roof when this flu gets over. And the
I
virus.
hope it gets over, man. That's what I'm scared
When
about.
it does happen. But how would you know when it's over?
That's the thing. We're trying to say it's over, but then they're like, we're fine.
Yeah. And yesterday they had 45 imported cases.
Yeah.
Because you know why?
Because
Because they told the world, everyone, that they're fine. They start relaxing some of their rules. And now they're getting imported cases because expats are now going back to China thinking it's safer, and they're importing the virus back to China. We're trying to get a second wave.
Fuck, man.
Imagine that happens. Imagine
I don't think China.
imagine China gets complacent, and then a second wave hits them.
Look, the government there is fucking strict. I think as much shit we give China, the government there is switched on. They know how to control the people very well. So they see that happening. Like, no, this is part of the plan. We want to take over the world.
If they knew how to control their people, this virus would never have spread.
Maybe
the way it did.
True, but what if it's like part of their plan? You know what I'm saying? Like they let it spread. The Chinese government, they don't give a fuck about the people. They give a flying fuck. There's cameras everywhere. Healthcare there is shit for most of the world. Most of the countries in poverty. They don't give a fuck. And then what do you call it? They just let it spread everywhere, and then automatically they like chuck a vaccine in because they know hypothetically they created it in a biolab, and they chuck the vaccine. They'll get the vaccine, just tell them about it. They cure it. What they do is buy stocks, increase production, and they rule the world economically without killing. Well, they kill a lot of people, but like without like shooting a weapon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that makes sense. So in the sense that if the cases do go up and they have like a potential vaccine, we'll vaccine it. We control the world now because they just let us. Yeah, whatever. You guys all have gone your pandemics. We just.
Okay, but how about the world's confidence in China at the moment?
Yeah, exactly. So it's very good justification for war.
So yes, for war, but will China still be the prosperous nation it had already had been?
That's what
given this virus,
I don't know,
but not. This isn't the first time.
Yeah.
You know when someone fucks up and then they fuck up again,
Yeah.
your trust in them.
Oh, no, I don't
starts
trust
to
China. I do not trust China.
So I'd be interested to see after this virus how China's economy goes, because they rely a lot on exports, right?
Mhm, yes,
the
they do.
biggest exporter in the world. So will international markets forgive them?
Well,
Forgive them,
depends
or
on the value of the dollar. Do we have a choice?
exactly? Do we have a choice?
Yeah.
Will another emerging country rise, like
Let's just say
Mexico,
India.
India,
let's just say India.
Africa? Will they be the new China? Will like India be the new China?
Right, man.
Because like India's been like the innocent one, you
Yeah,
know, on the down low.
they're playing it smart. They're just like fuck China. India's second largest, most populous country in the world.
Is this a ploy to bring India in?
Is this
In
all
the
an
game?
Indian conspiracy? I don't fucking know, man.
Well, you see where I'm going, like.
I do see what you're like. So the future is fucking scary, but we no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like still, like what's the date today? The 23rd. Still, I was in Japan today. This day.
Yeah.
I think it's 25th I got back of February. So it still hasn't been a month, and the world's almost collapsed. It's a weird one, man. Did you read? What other theories did you read? Did you read what do you call it? Did you read Majestic 12?
No, I didn't read any of
Okay.
the others. I read a bit of ID 2020.
Yeah, I did 2020. Yeah, that one's scary. That one's actually quite
But
scary and shit.
I didn't read a lot of that. Is that just a global ID
So,
when they look at your
yes.
health records,
Yes.
your identity? It's basically an identity chip,
Yes.
and you can use that to control people.
Yes. So
'Cause the more knowledge
yes.
you have of each person, obviously, the more influence you can have
Yeah,
and control you have.
yeah. So what the theory is that because it was after because that's been around for a while, but it was after because Bill Gates did an AMA on I think Microsoft on some subreddit, and they asked him about someone brought up Event 201, someone to the one I was talking about, the Bill Gates Foundation. He goes, that's when he brought up. He goes, ID 2020 will be used to make sure people are vaccinated from corona, and people were like, wait, what? Like the fuck? What
Well,
do you
he
mean?
recently came out with
Yeah,
it.
that was on Reddit AMA.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, so you can look at the AMA yourself, and people,
Yeah.
someone just asked him, and he answered it. He goes, "Yeah, that's what ID 2020 is for." And people were like, "Wait, what? The fuck are you on about?" So that was like screenshotted and shared everywhere, and like I remember reading ID 2020 ages ago, but now I'm like, "Fuck, it's 2020." Now I know what it means. So you go on, it's a Microsoft website, Microsoft like funded based website. ID 2020 is about the future of healthcare. Like it's like my health record, but like a lot better. So
Yeah.
basically, there's a chip that goes into you. Like say you want to go to foreign countries, like that yellow booklet that you have. That if you want to
For all your vaccines.
yeah, for your vaccines, and
yeah.
they scan you.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's based on IBM. IBM is source code 666. Mark of the beast in the Bible is 666. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah, that is what I was talking about. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Man.
And now we're talking about Bill Gates doing that TEDx talk, funding that study as well.
It's just all starting to make sense.
It's like bang, bang, bang. It's like, what the fuck is happening here? It's odd. And it's just all these odd things. And like, it's too much. And now that...
And also, remember his foundation that was set up many years ago?
Yeah, that foundation. In Africa.
Yeah.
Which has no cases now. Or less cases than the developed West has.
His big thing was on vaccines.
Yeah. You know Japan
So-
doesn't vaccinate people? They don't do measles vaccine there?
Well, in Japan.
Yeah, they don't do measles.
Really?
It's voluntary. It's fucking... It's going, but fucking love Japan.
Well, my theory on Japan is that they've actually don't have much cases because they just don't test.
They don't test, or they just don't report.
We've got no cases.
Yeah.
Well, we don't test people.
Maybe it's because the people there are respectful. They're just like...
Nah,
we
a
don't
lot
wanna-
of them, they wear masks and
Yeah,
stuff.
they wear...
but
It's very
They had the
fucking
cruise ship, so when that
Yeah,
cruise
yeah.
ship left, then it dropped, and...
But Japan's just clean.
Yeah, Japan, yeah.
It's just
Their hygiene's pretty good.
it's beyond. Anyways, but
Actually, their social distancing is pretty much always in effect.
yeah, it's
just
normal.
in general.
Yeah, it's just normal.
They do social distancing always, pretty much always.
Yeah, it's just normal for them.
Yeah.
So
Think about it.
Imagine
The
Japan-
social distancing rules we have right now, this 4 square
You said
meters,
Japan.
1.5 meters, that's like their...
bro, that pissed me off.
That's an unwritten rule over
That's
there.
fucking pissing me off, the social distancing thing. I almost got into a fight the other day. I was just walking.
How would you get into a fight?
So I was walking, right? Just walking
Yeah.
down the fucking street. And this woman, like I was walking, this woman's like coming next to me. No, sorry, the woman's in front of me and I'm walking, she's walking slowly, and then she's like, oh, social distancing, does that to me. I'm like, I'm not going to say it was very racist, but she heard me, and I swear if it was a bloke, I'll probably go in a fight. But anyway, so yeah, so that's, shit like that's scaring me. Like, it's like, that's not, what are you up to in 1994? Like, page...
I've just finished the first couple of chapters.
Okay, that's right.
I haven't gone deep into the book, but...
It's like 1994. I feel like I'm 1994.
It's given a good introduction of the world this Winston Smith guy is in.
Smith, yep.
The company he works for, the people he's surrounded and lives next to, and when he's basically...
Thought crime.
Thought crime, yes.
I'm
Victory cigarettes and the 2 minutes of hate.
Yeah, 2 minutes of hate and... Yeah, I'm fucking thought crime is one that I'm always like what's the word? Guilty or thought crime. Always.
Yeah.
And why do you think like that for, Timmy? We can't think like that. Can't question. You can't fucking question. Fuck off. Yeah, that's the first.
Well, that's the thing. And nowadays it's not only your actions that come under scrutiny, it's your beliefs.
Yeah.
Like your beliefs. Then paint a picture of who you are. Oh, you're on this side. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're bad, or you're left and you're bad.
Yeah.
Remember when I was talking about that news article today?
There's such thing as left and right.
Is like there was an article about this Australian guy who was.
What's his name? Gimme or
yeah, whatever his name. The article which spoke about his wife abuse or whatever. The first words was right wing.
Yeah. People think there's like...
So if I
think people think there's Hitler. That's the right wing Hitler.
Right wing, Hitler, bad. Okay,
yeah.
Good. So what's this guy about?
Yeah.
It's like priming. It's
like
thought. It's mind priming.
It's media framing. You learn in journalism, media framing.
It's mind priming.
Yeah.
You probably learn that the first few words you choose in the headlines are like the most important part.
Oh, well, yeah.
Who's going to read the whole article?
People who don't like the right. I look at it, fuck off. Like, I'm not going to look at that because it's just crap. But
it happens on the flip side as well.
Yes,
I'm sure right-wing people say the same thing about left.
Yeah, if they're like a lefty cuck. Support, that's hilarious. I'm going to read it.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. So I'm victim of it as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's ridiculous on both accounts.
In my opinion, there's no such thing as left or right. There's just beliefs, right? Because my theories, like my opinions, political opinions, have become over throughout history from right to left to right. Like, I love free speech. I believe you say whatever the fuck you want with consequences. You expect, like, if you go to a crowd of like Aboriginal people and you start putting out racial slurs, don't be surprised someone throws a bullet at your head. Like, but you have the ability to do it. But the consequences are going to be there.
Yeah.
Like, you're just going to know it. But that used to be left wing. Now it's hardcore right wing. I don't understand.
The terminology is based on quite general definitions.
Yeah.
Right? I think it'd be more accurate to say liberal or libertarian. Nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays,
I think nowadays most people fall into one or both or a mix of
a mix.
Or a mix of liberal.
Like, I don't know what I am.
Libertarian.
I don't know what I am. I really don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
It keeps changing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. It's it's weird, man. And the thing is, with this coronavirus shit, it's already divided people. People are already getting like angry if you have your own opinion of it. I'm like, let gyms be open, but like, nah, they're all filthy. Don't close them. And then like it doesn't like, and then that becomes like an actual argument, and then it turns into politics.
Yeah.
I'm like, this has nothing to do with politics. I'm just saying like scientific facts. I don't agree with them. Okay, put your scientific facts. And then they get angry. It's like confirmation bias. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's.
Where you only see.
Yeah, you only see one side.
Supports your initial belief or your
so you have a discussion.
Yeah.
So, we're not fucking medical professionals. The more I read about this shit, the more my mind changes every fucking day. But
you know the scary part? Even the medical professionals are not experts.
No, they're not.
On this virus.
No,
it's a new virus.
And remember, fucking World Health Organization.
This only started in December.
Fuck. I was in London in December.
Yes.
In London.
So from the period you were in London to now.
Oh my god.
How are you going to be an expert on this? If anything, the Chinese are probably the experts.
Yeah.
Or the closest to being experts. Think about it. The Chinese would be.
Yeah, they would be. Fuck. But it's all... must be all part of... I don't want it to be part of Project Bluebeam, but it might be.
And it just goes to show about our, responses to it. Like Australia, we've only got, 1,000 cases? Now, I say only 1,000.
Yeah.
A couple of months ago, you would have said, Peter, if we had 1,000 cases, you were crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, every country's treating it differently. I think the main solution is to provide clarity to people.
Yes.
Present the facts.
I agree.
Now, the best way to present facts to the masses would be by testing everyone. I think you might have heard about that little town in Italy which took it upon themselves to test every single person in the town.
Okay.
And what that did was provide more clarity as to who's actually infected and who isn't.
Really?
And actually have the lowest growth rate in cases in the whole of Italy.
Okay. Okay, that I agree with. Well, Italy's healthcare is very...
Yeah.
It's shit in the sense that the actual equipment of the average crap is
Yeah.
free. Australia has capacity to do that.
Yes.
Yes, we have a lot of people.
Hmm.
Our healthcare is good. Our healthcare is fucking good. Man, if we do something like that, perfect. It'll give people, just say clarity. Not just like me and you were not infected. Most people listening to this are not infected. They're at home, but losing their fucking minds.
If you got tested and it said negative, you'd be a lot more confident that you don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'd be a lot of people who thought they were fine. Then if they got tested randomly, it'd probably show up as a positive. Maybe they're healthy and they don't get any symptoms.
But what does that mean? That's when the bioweapon theory comes in.
So yeah, are they intentionally prohibiting test kits being sent around to
That's another weird
to
one.
provide
That's
to provide like a fog of war type effect where people don't know and they lean towards the more extreme side of reaction because they're out of benefit of the doubt, man.
Yeah.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, benefit of the doubt, man. It's it's an odd time, man. But what other theory was I reading about? This reminded me of the whole bioweapon theory has been around for a long time. That's what the electronic banking system theory. Did you read about that one? Did I send you that one? So
Is that about crypto?
sort of. So basically,
Because I've got a theory that
yeah,
given this one world currency,
Yeah.
we could see cryptocurrencies
go
up, but eventually take over.
Yeah.
Like Bitcoin may be the global
yeah.
currency.
That might be it.
Because think about it, it's actually set up quite well to be a global currency tomorrow.
Yeah, because everyone has access to it. Everyone can buy it. Everyone can convert to it. But the conversion rate is what's going to set like the world apart. If our conversion rate is shit, we're the new Athens. That's it. Like overnight, we're the new Athens. Like I'm literally overnight now the new Athens.
True.
Typical Athenian.
You'd
Jobless.
You'd freeze every economy and go,
Yeah.
this is where you're starting.
Yeah.
Here's the new beginning. Here's the new beginning.
Yeah, a reset.
Yeah.
A scary fucking reset. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's crazy.
that's crazy. So that's all.
So what was your theory?
That a new world order will come from a global currency, but whether the electronic banking conspiracy is the whole idea that all that funds now, because now you go to Woolwich, right, you can't pay in cash anymore because it carries infection, so you can't pay cash anymore. So everything's online, right? Which is slowly starting to happen anyway. Besides this virus, credit card, I hardly carry cash with me.
That's just Australian culture.
Yeah, most countries that whose economies are like there, it's mostly like in US. I rarely pay in cash. Only if I tip like a waiter would I pay in cash. But like I said, Czech Republic or China or even Japan, it's all cash, right?
Yeah.
But now what's happening is that they're using coronavirus as an excuse to put everyone online in the future. And then once everyone's online, oh, sorry, bro, like some massive hack will occur or some cybersecurity issue, your funds are gone. That's it. Your whole life savings, gone. And then some fucked up thing. That can occur. Listen, it's far out.
Imagine that your electronic funds are gone.
You just wake up one day, check Combank, $0. Like, what the fuck? You call it Combank, and it's like, sorry, there's been a massive breach of security. Ching chong. Like, what the fuck?
And you can't use cash because there's a virus.
Yeah. So it's probable. It's probable.
You're gone.
That's it. Fuck it.
Nothing.
Like, people will be out on the streets, and like it'll be anarchy. So that is probable. Like, that's a pure conspiracy that's been around for a long time. So every time there's some electronic banking, cash goes less, that theory always comes up. It's a pure theory, but
think about it.
It's probable.
Think about it. Your Commonwealth Bank or Westpac.
They control my money. I have trust in them.
Where's your money? Think about it. Think about it.
It's like
where's your
in the cloud. In the cloud, bro. That's where it is. In the fucking cloud.
To you, it's a number on your phone when you log into an app.
Not forever.
That's all you know it to be.
That's all you know it to be.
But really, it's probably tied up in like bonds or investments.
Yeah, like my super. Like my
super.
Yeah, like now I have access to my super. I'm allowed access as a Fitness Australia is now allowed. I think they're partner with the government that you have the new start benefits up to I think $1,100 a fortnight. Or you super or retirement fund. It's just like you're fucked. I'm literally. I gotta find a new job.
I can actually picture you taking out all your money now and just stashing it.
Yeah,
and just
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Remalaka, Capisodor de Melalerica, the next city Tipota. You missed it on Elwood.
I better not say that too loud around.
You know, he's only coming on Remalaka. It's probably subtitles on YouTube. BSC cafeteria, I can serious. Anyways, moving on. Yes, electronic bank conspiracy, bro.
I think I hit it over.
It's a fucking. Yeah, so that one scares me. So I hope that doesn't fucking occur because we're all fucked. But the thing is, we're all fucked because I'm honest. My mental health is degraded. Past this week, I'm just trying to stay positive, but yesterday night I just clicked it, and today's my mental health is going down because I'm on welfare. Like, did you think when we were in Japan, fucking around, I'd be like, Peter, I'm gonna be on welfare in a month. No, I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill it. We did kill it for a week. We killed it. I'm gonna fucking learn Muay Thai. I'm gonna teach people how to fucking fight Muay Thai.
All these dreams.
Get my purple belt. No, MMA is now illegal because of fucking contact. So fitness first closed down all MMA. No MMA. All my mates who do MMA gyms, I got closed. And then they went from just like that.
Yeah,
Think about that. Imagine having 40 sessions a week, $100 a session, 4K a week, plus minus whatever. But then you wake up one day, you have like 40 messages, like fuck this shit, and then you're just like, and then a week later, you work in calls. That's literally what that thing. That's what I meant.
Let's walk through this.
Yeah.
What's the best case scenario?
I have a job.
What's the best case scenario?
I have a job.
We get locked down for what? 2 weeks? Even though
Italy's longer, isn't it? It's been more 2 weeks.
I hear about this 2 weeks number. I think it's bullshit. 2 weeks. Think about it.
It's too long.
No, I don't think it's long enough. Think about it like this.
I don't want to hear the facts. Go on.
Think about it like this. If you lock everyone down for 2 weeks,
yep,
and you have one member of a family that has the virus, right?
Yep.
If they contracted the worst case scenario, this is like a rare occurrence, they contract the virus the day of the lockdown, then they're confined into a house with other people.
I'm trying to agree there. Yeah, go on.
If you lock down everyone for 2 weeks, at the end of the 2 weeks, what if that person who had the virus then transmits it to another person in the house?
Yeah.
On the 14th day, 15th day, everyone's back out.
That's why
how does that
I don't
work?
agree with the whole like house arrest thing.
4 weeks.
The house arrest thing doesn't make sense because that is very true. Like, I should, for whatever reason, I think of that. But like your mental health will fuck up.
Yeah.
Like imagine you're waking up be stuck at home with our parents, and my brother and my sister and my other sister in our house can't go outside. You do not think my mental health I will start going loopy? Like, as if you weren't. My mum's already cocked it. Like,
true.
My dad will start probably like punching the wall with men.
How about people with ongoing family issues?
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's
where are they going to go?
That's going to cause domestic violence. That's going to cause more like because you can't no sunlight. Your health goes down. No vitamin D, no vitamin C. Your health goes down. What are you going to do? I can go for a 10-minute walk once a day. You're gonna end up like what's his name? Albert Speer. He's fucking walked around in the exercise yard like for 7 hours a day. That's gonna be me.
That's what I was picturing. Like, I've got a small backyard. It's probably what.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna be doing like burpees.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna be doing. I've worked it out. We've actually got a barbell. Like a 30-kilo barbell.
Oh,
it's like one of those ones with the.
I've got dumbbells.
Yeah.
I've got dumbbells in my attic, bro.
Man,
so
it's just gonna be.
I'm gonna have to.
It's just gonna be squats. I'm just gonna like throw the bar onto my back. It's just gonna be push-ups, bent over rows.
Yeah, I've already got a workout plan in my head. I'm gonna do Boxing Day.
I've got a little dip pool, so I'll probably do like laps in a fucking 2
Yeah,
minutes.
you pool.
It's tiny. It's like
bro, something.
It's something.
Look at my driveway.
Yeah.
If they let me go to the top part of my driveway, imagine that. I can't be like, get the fuck away. I'm like, fuck me, relax, training. Like, is that what's happening in France? France is they just let people go to the top part of the driveway.
Do you have lights? Flick the light off. That's gonna be fucking done.
Oh, sweet. But what do you call it? That's what they're doing. I think my mum told me. She's cocked. Like, you think I'm going crazy? My mum has cocked it. My mum was actually her. Like,
Dude, I saw your mum at like the end of the street in like her active wear.
Yeah, she's going for runs.
She just looked.
Yeah, she's just cocked it.
Like,
she's actually cocked it. She's just like, Timmy, you're right. You're right. I was like, oh,
You're right all along.
Because I told her like years ago, like, Mum, the fucking, the Queen's a reptile. She's a fucking pedophile. And then Andrew, what's his name? Prince Andrew gets, he's gone now from the royal family because he got tied up with Jeffrey Epstein. And Mum was like, fuck, they're all pedophiles to me. You were right. Like, what's his name? The guy from House of Cards. He's a pedophile. He's one of her actors. Yeah, he's a pedophile. Like, they're all raped little kids for like for adrenochrome. That's why like everything's 3. I'm like, yes, mum. Yes, I know, mum. I've been telling
Wait, everything's 3. Is that in that podcast that you sent me?
Yes. Yes, so there's
So
adrenochrome.
what's
You don't know adrenochrome?
Yeah, you told me that's that.
So hormone
keep
young. Yes, that's right.
That resides in the young.
Yes.
Therefore, that's why
Google
vampires.
Chrome. There is fucking 3 little different colors, same colors as.
So
red,
is the number
yeah.
3 significant?
Yeah. What day was
Just
the virus come out? Did you know? Was it 3rd or something?
3rd of Jan.
Yeah.
No, that was in December though.
Yeah, 3rd. The 3rd. Yeah. But
Was it?
Was it?
3rd of December.
Was it?
That
I
early?
honestly don't know.
I thought it was like New Year's Eve.
I honestly don't know. But I
31.
I don't know. I fucking did. But what do you call it? Yeah, a lot of like historic events are multiples of 3. Like fucking 9/11 multiples of 3s. Plus 2 plus 1 equals 3. Add the numbers together equals 23. But what do you call it? You got like fucking possibility of World War 3, the end of the world. But that's where you go to Gematria. That's a whole other topic. You ever read Gematria? You like numbers? You look at Gematria. Have you heard of Gematria?
Let me guess. It's like the conspiracy theory of numbers.
Yeah. So basically.
Or mathematics.
Yeah, sort of. So basically, there's a lot of our like Patreon accounts. They get taken down all the time. This is the podcast, that channel. I learned this off that. That there's Gematria is a whole idea of predicting world events through numbers and through numerology. Like I think it's Aristotle who made numerology. Some ancient Greek bloke.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's some ancient Greek bloke. But he made numerology, and it's like a pseudoscience. But apparently, if you use this and you use it properly, you can predict a sporting event. So a lot of like bettors, like people who people who bet. What's their name? People who bet. Like professional gamblers.
Gamblers, yeah.
They make a lot of money by using Gematria. So my grandfather, right? He can count cards.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's shit like that, but like for sport.
It's like probability.
Yeah, so
it's probability in numbers,
yeah.
and they use that.
So a lot of them
to
predicted Kobe Bryant's death, right? Because they said that he was tied up with a lot of legal issues, some sort of vaccine or some like disease that's going to spread to he spread to the world. Just goes right. But I remember about ages ago, he just died in a car crash. And in a helicopter crash. So a lot of Gematria, like professional Gematria, predicted that death, and he was number 23.
Right, that's crazy, man.
But yeah, that's the Kobe Bryant death is a weird one. Because I was in LA when that happened.
Man, if I'm in lockdown, I want to watch the X-Files.
Oh, you gotta watch the X-Files.
That was my favourite show when I was a kid.
Really?
Mum and Dad.
One Piece is your favourite fucking show.
No, Mum and Dad. No, when I was like a little kid.
Oh, okay.
Think about it.
Fuck,
Mum and
you
Dad.
planted the seed in your head, mate.
Mum and Dad used to watch it.
Yeah.
When Mum was pregnant to me.
Shit.
And I actually have memories of watching when I was young as well.
Fuck.
Of like these, I actually have these memories of like an alien figure.
Yes.
And then I remember it.
Alien. The
There's
Project
an alien. Yeah, there's an alien.
Yeah, Project Bluebeam is the X-Files. That's the only reason why I'm like Project Bluebeam.
Oh, is it?
It's sort of like the X-Files.
Yeah,
So
right,
there's a X-Files. There's a bloke and a guy.
Yeah.
The bloke, Mulder, and Scully. Scully is like the scientific one. Conspiracies don't exist.
Yeah.
And then Mulder being like, he's me. He's like fucking in my room, like connecting dots and shit. And then like the FBI has like a bureau with X-Files where they got like paranormal events. And Scully's like, it's like, all right, Mulder's gone mad. Scully, you're the scientist. You're gonna work now with Mulder's first episode, and then from there they work together, and they like he just goes on from there. And now they like a fucking the Project Bluebeam. There's a fake alien invasion. And like every episode is like a new case, and then it's a really cool show. They finished the series I think 2 years ago. They actually finished it. There's no more episodes, but there's a weird ending. But yeah, X-Files is cool. You'll love because a lot of it is based on conspiracy theories. So there'll be an episode. It'll be based on like Majestic 12, and I'm like, oh, I know what they're talking about.
Oh,
it's really cool.
That's a well thought out.
Yeah, it's a really cool. But
that's awesome.
I don't think they'll have it. I don't think. To be honest, it's a good time to bring it back. It's a very good time.
Think about it.
Very good time to bring the X-Files back, man. Everyone will watch it.
Do you reckon people will get more into conspiracy theories?
They already have
with these major events.
They already have with the pedophiles. But think about it. If 3 years ago, I'd be like walking down the street, and like, spoke to a random bloke in a bar. Hey man, I reckon pedophiles control the world. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Now, walk through. Hey man, I reckon pedophiles control the world. Like,
you know what? You're probably right.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, which comes to the question where that Michael raised, we're talking about, would you trust a politician?
Yes. Let's get that question up.
That I agree, bro. I agree.
Let's
because
get that question up.
I was related to my profession. I'm like, would you trust a personal trainer who tells you not to drink, but still gets your results, but he drinks?
Yes.
So I'm like,
That's hard.
Yeah, it's a hard one. Because it depends how hypocritical they are. Because if their policies don't relate to the job, don't relate to the what's the word? They say the policy is like, I don't know, increase welfare for this economic recession we're having.
Yeah.
But he rapes little kids.
Yeah.
I'd hate him because he's a rapist, but then again, I have the confirmation bias that they're all rapists.
Let's throw the question: if you were given the chance of having a leader that could guarantee economic prosperity for all in the long run, but he was a cunt in his personal life, would you vote for him?
I would. Fuck it, I would. I would.
And let's just say the other candidate was a really well-mannered person, but it was just a dummy economically. That's a tough one because he would be the savior and of the economy.
Yeah.
And he'd be looked very highly upon, which he should. So would that mean his traits would also then he would be a very influential character because of his economic achievements?
That's a Hitler rose to power.
It's a Hitler.
Yeah, so Hitler
that's
rose
what
to power.
I was thinking about Hitler.
Yeah, it's a Hitler rose to power because he was very good economically, but he hated Jews.
Yeah.
He was
If
racist.
it wasn't for that Jew
he
thing,
wasn't
man,
a Jew
I'd be behind him.
Yeah, we all. He'd be like one of the best leaders in the world.
Yeah.
He rebuilt Germany.
I think to Michael's question, it depends what being a cunt means.
Yeah, it's a good define.
If he...
Wife basher. If you use wife basher? Like, he bashes wife. It's a hard one, man. Because I'm like, oh, I don't want to vote for this cunt. He's women. Fuck, his wife, man.
Probably not, because then is he going to create a culture of wife bashers in the country?
But what if, like, it's just like
people look highly upon, they become your idol, and then they also copy some of his actions.
That is true. That is the same thing with Donald Trump.
That's,
copy a lot of shit Donald Trump does.
That's the main thing. That's hard. But if you were like China in the 1960s, out of a war, out of poverty,
that's the thing. That's the future we face.
And Michael proposed that choice, you would go for the economic one. Do I want to eat dog or rat or bat every day?
That's the thing. That's right. You got to remember. This is my position. I'm on welfare now. I probably won't have a job in 3 weeks. Like zero. Like yes, I'm positive.
Yeah, but we're in Australia. We'll be fine.
So let's set about the fires, isn't it? Hey, we'll be right, mate. We'll be right, mate. Next minute, fucking my house burnt down. I'm fucked. My uncle's like, I'll be right, mate. Next minute, I'm in Prague. Oh yeah, let me second house. Yeah, don't worry about sending your clients organic vegetables. Burnt down.
So if we, as part of the middle class, I like to think we're middle class.
Yes, we are.
Fall under. There's a great chance a lot of people will be in the same position.
Yes. Which means that we'll look to a savior for economic prosperity, despite if he's a cunt. So,
yes. That's what I'm trying to get.
What do we do?
I think you would vote for that guy.
Yeah, I would. I would have to.
If you're in poverty, you would not vote for a dummy.
Yeah, you would vote for someone to get you the fuck out of poverty.
No.
But that's the scary thing. That's the future I'm looking at within the week. Well, within today, essentially. Like $300 a week. The fuck does that pay for? Nothing. Thank fuck I live at home. But it's all PTs. We're all competent now. So it's
if you weren't living at home, you'd probably be moving back home.
Yeah, I'll be moving back home within a second. I wouldn't even think about it. I'm the fuck out of here. But yeah, man, it's just a scary time to be alive, my friend. None of us predicted this shit. But the thing is, I don't want my conspiracies to be correct. Like I do, but I don't.
So they're already starting to be.
That's
correct.
the thing,
so
though.
Why can't they go the distance?
That's the thing, though. So it's bizarre for me because I've preached conspiracy theories since I was fucking 12. But you're crazy than me. Fuck off with your fucking batshit crazy shit. But it's happening. It's happening.
Batshit.
Yeah, fucking batshit. Yeah, bat fucks. But what do you call it? It's happening. Like there's an actual martial law in Italy. I said one day the government's gonna come, it's gonna get rid of all your freedoms. We're going to get martial law, can't go anywhere because there's going to be some sort of threat from some sort of external country that it's probably not a threat, it's probably engineered to make you think it's a threat. Everyone's going to divide because they're going to be fucking paranoid about the stupidest, dumbest shit. And everyone's going to be just obsessed over the smartphone and we're all going to lose our money. It's happening. It's happening right in front of my fucking eyes. And nothing I can do about it, which is the most important part. Absolutely nothing.
That's the thing. Think about
it
like this. Like how many people are in Elwood?
A
couple of thousand.
Yeah.
So you're one of the couple of thousand.
Yeah,
how many people are Sydney? How many people in New South Wales? Australia?
Sydney? There's a lot more.
Few million?
Yeah, let's say 5 million.
9 million in Australia. Probably a few billion in Southeast or Asia.
Oh, more than a few billion. More than 2 billion.
Yeah, and 8 billion in the world. And
9 billion, isn't it now?
Yeah, 9 billion.
I reckon a third of those people.
And we're on one little globe.
Yeah.
Which is part of the Milky Way,
maybe it's a globe. It could be flat.
It could be flat. Actually, let's bring up the flat Earth. That's a.
Because you went down.
that's a-
Don't tell me you went down that
No,
path.
I do not
Not
believe
yet.
in flat Earth. Sorry.
What? Okay.
I don't believe in flat.
Okay, okay. Okay. This is my theory of flat Earth. I don't believe in it either. But I struggle. You're an engineer. You might actually be able to do this. Answer this fucking question. Can you prove to me that the Earth is round without saying the pictures? Because that's not a valid question because they're CGI. Go. Prove to me the Earth is round.
My proof would be with satellites.
Mm-hmm. Fine.
How do they achieve orbit? How
Mm-hmm.
are they set at a particular speed in relation to Newton's laws of
Yep.
gravity
Yep.
around a sphere?
Yep.
How would they remain in orbit under a flat Earth?
Okay. I agree with you, but I'm going to go for a
That
flat...
would only work
Yes.
via a centrifugal force
Yes.
and the gravitational
I
force.
agree. I agree. But I'm
I
going
mean, Newton.
Yes.
Newton in 1600s, guy apple fell on his tree. The
Yeah.
same equations were used.
Did he get killed by
along
the
with
Vatican?
Einstein.
Did he get like fucking held up by the Vatican?
Oh,
Newton?
I don't know.
Was it Newton? Yeah, because
That
they
was
say the
no.
Earth revolves around the sun. You got held up
No,
by the
no,
Vatican.
you're thinking Galileo.
The Galileo. That's
Galileo.
it,
Yeah, that was Galileo.
Anyway, so
Tell me,
yes,
The equations of Newton in the 1600s, along with Einsteinian mathematics
Yes.
in early 1900s,
Yes.
were used to put a satellite and get it to go around.
I understand.
So tell me how.
Okay, so I agree with your saying, but from a flat Earther's perspective, okay, someone's hardcore into it,
Yeah.
would say two things: that the Earth, from a flat, this is flat Earth, so pre-Newton, that the Earth is always going upwards. So therefore, gravity is inevitably going downwards. Right? So therefore, the apple that fell on Newton's head was because the flat Earth is always moving up towards the universe, whatever the fucking universe is, up. That's the flat Earth's perspective. Second of all, the orbits that's out in the sky, from a flat Earth's perspective, that the science that they use in what's it called? I'm pretty sure what was the flat Earthers arguing for satellites? Because I remember reading about that because I had a client once who was obsessed with conspiracy. We were talking about flat Earth, and we were talking about GPSs, whether GPSs are real or not. And I was like, just playing the flat Earth card. But what was the argument for satellites? There's a fucking good look it up online, but there's a fucking good argument for against that whole Newton theory for satellites from a flat Earth's perspective. I agree with what you're saying, but
Okay, if the flat Earth
Yeah.
is moving
Yeah.
constantly up, how about the sun's orbit? And how about the
the sun
seasons?
is everything is
And
always
the-
moving upwards. What do you mean the seasons? So the sun goes like
Why
that.
does the sun go up
Like
and
that.
down?
The sun doesn't go up and down because remember the Earth is flat, so the sun goes like that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why when you see the sun lower, it goes across the Earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's from a flat Earth.
So you're assuming
Yeah.
the whole Earth is
So
a
this is
flat
the Earth.
plate, and the sun's just doing
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's,
yeah, the sun's doing that.
and that's day. That part of the world's
Yep.
day. This is night.
Yes, that's why when you go
Okay,
on.
how about sunsets? It looks like a ball going down a sphere, the edge of a sphere. How does that
It's
work?
going down the flat part of the Earth because it's flat.
And going where after that?
It's going to.
If Australia's here and the sun's
So you
going
go
up
under the
there.
Earth, the other side.
You just said he did that, and now you're saying
That,
it's
okay,
going under.
if I'm a flat Earthist, if I'm playing the flat Earth card, there's two theories. If the sun does that, or the sun goes under the flat Earth and goes to
Okay,
there.
what's underneath?
According to
Are
the
we
flat-
all on the top, or
Yes.
half of us on the
Yes,
top?
so
half of us on the
according
bottom?
to a flat
Are we
Earth,
like a pizza?
yeah, essentially, yeah. So according to the flat Earthers argument, under is where the reptiles live. I'm not joking. So I don't agree with the flat Earth society. I don't agree with it. But it just certain
Fucking
things I
reptile.
like fucking with people. Like the whole people don't know about NASA. The images are CGI enhanced. People don't know that. They're like, oh no, you can't say that. I'm like, yes I can because it's the truth. And then
Actually,
most-
there's
yeah.
another proof. When you're in a plane, you know
Flat, yeah.
no, you know the screen when you're going in your flight.
Oh yeah.
There'd be the screens doing the animations doing it around the globe. That's proof, man.
You said animation, go fuck yourself. But another one as well, we're talking about how, let's say if we go from here to Japan and back, are the time zones the same or are they different? Are the flight times the same or are they different?
I think we went over. It depends on the weather.
Yeah, it depends on the weather. It depends
The
on the
wind
weather.
patterns and-
Yes. Yes, it does.
And there would be a difference in the forces.
Yes.
As
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
So I mean, of course, yeah. Of course, it'd be different.
Yes. I understand. But from a flat, that's how you like.
But you know what?
You're a fucking engineer.
But they actually used to believe the world was flat, like in
I don't blame
ancient
them.
times, right?
I think you blame them. It looks flat. It actually looks flat.
And that the Earth was the center of the universe
Yeah.
as well.
I think that's what Galileo got thrown in prison by the Vatican. Because they didn't
It's
believe
like,
that.
nah, it's the sun.
It's the sun.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Well, the sun's meant to explode one day, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Fuck.
supernova.
Yeah, supernova.
So yeah, we can get over this coronavirus and then the next coronavirus and the next World War III or whatever. But eventually the sun's gonna
I still reckon there'll be another world war.
explode.
I don't want there to be another world war. But I honestly reckon there'll be another world war. It's inevitable. I mean, Taiwan's putting up their fucking security.
That's why we've all got to stay calm. Because if we don't kill ourselves, the universe will probably kill us.
Yeah. Like the asteroids just flew past. And
Yeah. Well, that's apparently how the dinosaurs got killed, right?
In the Younger Dryas period.
Yeah.
In the Younger Dryas period?
Also.
Down the rabbit hole you shall go tonight. The Younger Dryas period, the second into the Earth. So Ice Age and Younger Dryas period was a period of history for like, I think it was like, I don't know how many years. A significant
Like
amount
billions,
of time.
like billions we're talking.
Not billions, we're talking like, I think thousands or hundreds, where like history just didn't get recorded and there was an Ice Age. And they say it's where the Anunnaki and the Sumerians, they just mysteriously disappeared and then civilization started. So the Anunnaki and the Sumerians were like these highly, like the ancient Greeks, highly advanced races that they had like tablets and clocks and shit.
I've heard about that, and they
Yeah,
had their
yeah.
like special form of hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, that was before.
That wouldn't have been hundreds. That would have been thousands.
Yeah, so
right? That would have been
before-
like ancient Egypt.
Yeah. So before the Younger Dryas period,
Yeah.
and then the Younger Dryas period occurred, where there was no record of history, and then like history just started again. It's weird. That one you have to look up. That one I'm not an expert on, but I listened to a podcast about it by a historian. I don't know the fucking historian's name.
Yeah.
It was, dude, you got deep, and I was like, yeah, I zoned out.
What's it called?
Younger Dryas period.
Younger Dryas.
It's like an Ice Age / weird missing piece of history that it doesn't make any sense. It's weird, man. That's an odd one. But whether or not we're entering into another time like that, because it's a very scary time to be alive.
Well, the climate's changing, though, so.
No, fuck everyone's wrong with the fucking climate. It's fucking because it's not fucking engineered. Like, think about it. Like, is it the climate coming is not engineered? Not engineered, but like manipulated for gains. It makes sense.
Explain that.
So let's say
Because if anything, there's a theory saying that it's not manipulated for gains. It's the byproduct of manufacturing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so
heavy industry.
Yeah. So the Australian government, our fucking bushfires that we had, was just neglect,
Hmm.
essentially. Like selling oil land to China, not preparing properly for the bushfires, but then again, it's just natural. It's just like climate in Australia. Like, what are you gonna do about it?
That's the thing. How much of it?
Was natural versus
How much of it
was
is
neglect.
just the world doing its thing?
Yeah.
And
Like
how
a
much of it is
tsunami.
us?
How you can prevent a tsunami? Like, it's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna evacuate. That's it.
Actually, isn't there something about Project Bluebeam about that year in 2012? I think
The-
Project Bluebeam relates to 2012 or 2011.
Mayan calendar.
Where there was like 50 earthquakes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's the what's it called? The weather manipulation.
Oh yeah, tsunamis just happened, man. Earthquakes just happened.
Yeah, so that's a weather manipulation.
Maybe they do. We're taught that it's the collision of tectonic plates and all that, but
How do you know?
is it aliens?
It might be aliens, bro. Fucking the reptiles, mate. The reptiles that control. David Icke's right.
Have you heard of that Joe Biden reptile?
Oh, bro. The Joe Biden, he's a fucking
I saw
pedophile.
some random.
He's a fucking pedophile,
I
bro.
saw some random YouTube video
And
with
you know,
like
yeah.
50 views, and it's this guy that like zoomed into Joe Biden's eyes as he was walking out of a meeting,
Oh, he's 100%
and he had like black fucking.
Oh, dude. Have you seen the Katy Perry one?
No.
Katy Perry
Oh,
reptilian.
I think I've seen that one. Yeah.
The one where she starts being like, oh, that was scared shit. There's a whole bunch of them. Like,
Yeah.
there's Eminem one, there's a Conor McGregor one, there's a, I think there was a Tom, recently there's been a Tom Hanks one, and there's been a, who's the other guy? There's a, I don't know if they're like, they might be removed from YouTube now, but, we might have to go on to other sources, but, the Katy Perry one's fucking scary.
Was that the one she's performing?
Yeah, she's performing, and she's saying,
that one.
and she's like, they're watching, and they bring her out,
Yes,
bring out
yes,
another
yes,
girl
I've seen
who looks
that.
like Katy Perry.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is happening? That's fucking weird. There's another one, Eminem's got a weird one as well, where he just stares into the camera, he's like that, and it's like and he just cuts off, and the Kanye West one is fucking weird. Gonna be Kanye West, the one with Trump, where he goes where he goes on the microphone. They were all watching our show, watching us. He goes into mental asylum, and then Trump has a speech with him, a talk with him, and takes him out of it, and automatically is pro-Trump. You never read about that one?
No.
Oh, dude, that's a fucking weird one. But with reptiles, with Joe Biden, thing is, Bernie Sanders was going so fucking good with the US election.
Yeah,
And
so
automatically, can't have free healthcare, can't get rid of fucking uni debt.
It's weird. He seemed to
It's
be
America,
like,
man. It's like
he
China.
seemed to be very popular among the people.
come on, it's America. It's like China. What do you think?
Yeah.
Trump is just being. Even Trump's like the fucking over Bernie, but Trump's racist. Can't lie on him. And then Bernie, there's all these videos for years. Him like, you see the video of him, the famous on it, where he's like at a photo shoot. It's like a 12-year-old girl and he's like touching her tits. Have you seen that video?
No.
He's been up. Recently, there's been
Off Bernie.
Yeah, not Bernie.
Biden.
Yeah, Biden.
Biden,
It's a
yeah.
fuck ton of videos of him being a pedophile. It's like besides Epstein. But they can't talk about that. That's crazy conspiracy theories.
Right.
Yeah, so the whole thing with beat Joe Biden now is odd, and the coronavirus is hitting now, and whether or not like Trump was the savior, and like he,
That's the thing.
because he busted pedophiles, he fucked over Jeffrey Epstein, but no, he's a racist.
Yeah.
He's put in a war. He hates Mexicans.
Yeah, and the US election, how's that going to affect it? The virus, yeah.
Fucking great time for a virus, eh? Great time for a military-style lockdown of LA and New York.
Trump comes out, he's like, looks like this election can't happen. I'm in it for the long run.
Oh, maybe. Does he have the power to do that? I don't know.
Yeah, what would happen? It's probably never happened in history, right? With the US government.
Look, I think the honestly in US, if there will be like a revolution. People will come out with the guns. It happened in Virginia when they tried to get rid of the guns. People came outside of Parliament, like decent thousands of people with guns, being like, "Don't you fucking dare!" Was it Virginia Tech massacre?
Oh, is that what, what's his name kept talking about? InfoWars.
Alex Jones.
Is that what he spoke about?
Yeah.
Trying to take our guns.
Yeah, they tried to take the guns. So they
Yeah.
came outside of Parliament with all the guns, and they were like, "Don't you fucking dare!" With assault rifles. What do you do? Like, alright, no, we won't take away your guns. Imagine in Texas. In Texas, like, when you rid of your guns, that will cause. It happened in the 1800s. It's the Mexicans. They try to do it. They cause a revolution. And this is the state of Texas. Texas is a famous slogan, which is "Come and take it." Where like if you, I should have bought a hat. I think it's on my Texas hat, where it says "Come and take it," which is a reference to Mexico trying to take over. Trying to take over Texas after their 3-year liberation, like come and take it. But it was like kind of 300 Spartans style, where it was like 3 Texans versus like 1,000 Mexicans, and they won.
What a story.
Yeah, it's just like that. Like come and try and take your guns. So now I know in Texas, guaranteed there'll be like a fucking huge rise in gun ownership and like patriotism. Like if the US does this, we're by ourselves because we're Texas. But I cannot see the military lockdown in US going well. I cannot see that occurring at all.
But they could
rebel.
But the US, they could make it work though, given their military power.
Yeah, it's the thing. So
They
that will
could
start
probably do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's either
But
I
the
reckon
Texans, you're right, probably aren't going to take it too lightly.
they're not going to. I wouldn't take the light. If I was in the US and the government woke up one day and said they'd get rid of my guns, I'd be like,
Actually, is the US under lockdown yet?
yeah, it is. I
In
LA,
parts, I think in
LA,
cities.
LA, and Manhattan is.
Man, the rate America's going.
LA, forget it. LA's just like hardcore. They don't like guns.
Yeah, but
Manhattan, Jesus fuck.
no, but America's got one of the highest cases in the world.
Yeah.
Of the virus. If that's going the way it's going, and the US goes, imagine the US goes down to lockdown.
US is already trying to go. It's almost now.
Imagine the whole country goes into lockdown.
It's bigger than Europe.
Will we see like a 9/11 attack? Will we see
I'm
like an
waiting for
attack?
it. I'm waiting for it.
Are countries is this a pre-planned thing where you make the country, you distract the country, you make them vulnerable, and then you launch like an attack?
Yeah. This is my theory.
Does that sound too crazy?
No, it doesn't. This is my theory. It's a distraction. People don't realize like they're giving away their freedom voluntarily.
Yes.
Like I don't want to be in lockdown. I wish I can go back to where life was. Let me get my job.
Yeah,
train
because
my
you want
clients.
freedom.
I want freedom. Everyone wants freedom. Who the fuck doesn't want freedom?
It all comes down to freedom.
I don't want to be back in China. I left China for a reason. I don't want to fucking be there anymore. I'm not going back. But I feel like I'm back in China. Can't mask other. Can't go outside. Military everywhere. Like I wouldn't be surprised this time next week. There's a cop outside the street.
Yeah, what's going to happen next week?
Imagine.
We know that in the next 48 hours that all
We're gonna hear news.
non-essential businesses are going to get locked down. Last week, we were going, shit, we'll probably say the same thing.
Yeah,
We're probably
yeah.
like, what's going to happen? And
Do
now,
you reckon
and
now
now it's evolved.
there'll be a cop outside? Fuck, there might be a cop outside, and then he's like, Peter, you can't go back home. He's like, let's live with my
He's stuck,
grandparents.
he's stuck in his garage.
Oh fuck. We were like, whatever that. I don't know where that fuck that came from, bro. Like that lap
What is
pull
that
down. I
machine?
don't know, man. It's a chest pull down and
A chest pull down.
No, it's a chest pull down. It's a chest. It's a
It's like
Is a lap pull down?
20 machines in one.
Yeah, so there's a lap pull down. There's
Lap pull down.
fuck. But does it still work?
Chest press?
Oh fuck! I can get that working.
No, I think that's a lap
Fuck
pull.
yeah! I'm treating my clients in there.
No, that's a lap pull
It's a lap pull down. That's a chest press.
chest press.
That must be a chest
and
press.
surely it does.
Rows as well.
Rows, yeah.
You could just like stand up and reverse it to a row.
Fuck.
Fuck, it's working right there. And then it's supersetted with like.
Is it pins or is it
Yeah, it's
weights?
pin loaded. That's pin loaded. There's a cable. You just gotta get the cable working. Fuck. That's cable loaded.
But do you have the weights?
Is there weights? Uh-huh.
No, because I don't think you can select the weights. Anyway, fuck, that's a great machine. Having a lockdown there.
Yeah, fucking awesome. And with my kettlebells as well.
Just
Oh.
7.
I'm set. I'm just gonna keep my fucking mental health in place because everyone's gonna go crazy. And like imagine being for day 3. I've been outside for 3 days, boys. You get like what's that movie? 127 Hours. That book.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
where
that.
he's just like that. He's just like, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. That's what it's gonna be like.
You're gonna want to cut yourself. Well, to close, Debbie, what are your thoughts on what's gonna happen over the next
Alright, my prediction.
7 days? Let's take it 7 days at a time because
days.
that's when the next podcast is coming out. If it does,
It will.
it might be in another form.
It might be another form. Might be video link, but
like TikTok or
yeah,
something.
TikTok or something. We'll figure it out. We might just put 2 videos in at once. But
Yeah.
I reckon honestly, I'm a fitness professional. I reckon there's gonna be a huge crash in the fitness industry. If this is temporarily, we'll recover. If it's not, I'm probably gonna have to like welfare or like welfare or work at Woolies. Second of all, I also think there'll be a military presence. So outside the street, I personally will not be surprised within the week there will not be some sort of military or police enforcement not letting me leave the house or restricting me to a certain radius. Let's say 3 kilometers and testing me for whatever disease. That's my prediction.
I really think we're going to see areas of Sydney, specifically Sydney, go into lockdown. Businesses for sure, I mean, that got announced.
Yep.
But I really think it's going to get extended to areas and suburbs. I don't think all of Sydney will, but maybe the week after. Australia's been taking this very slow.
Yeah.
And I just think, worst case, it's going to be suburbs and then perhaps all of Sydney.
Sydney's already in lockdown.
Yeah.
The city is already like the city of Sydney is already in lockdown.
What do you mean?
Like most, like is Sydney?
Oh, it's quiet.
Yeah, it's
definitely quiet.
Almost there.
I mean, a lot of businesses are just closing. The businesses that are opening, or they are open, they're not getting anyone.
Yeah, we're not getting anyone.
They're looking very bored.
Yeah, we're
basically.
yeah, it's me. I'm bored.
So yeah, that's how it is. So stay tuned for
Next week. Stick around.